Everybody's talking about the playoff, who's in, who's out, what the criteria is going to be. One of the important pieces of criteria is non-conference schedule. And it's been pointed out by several people, I think, to be honest, quite fairly, that people talk about like Baylor and how bad their non-conference schedule is and whether that, would be a factor if they're close. I mean, no disrespect to these other programs, okay? But you're talking about Southern Miss, UAB, Tennessee Martin at home, South Alabama on the road. If you do stub your toe between now and the end of the season, and it's close, you're in 4, maybe 5, fair to say that your non-conference schedule is not going to help?
I don't know that it'll help, but I think also the quality of wins we have. We had 3 wins over top 10 teams already this year, when we played them. And I don't know that anybody else has more than 1 win over a top 10 team this year when they played them. And so when you look at that quality of schedule that we've had to play, teams we've had to go beat, and teams are going to continue to have to beat down the stretch here. I think the overall body of work is not going to hurt against us right there in that case. But again, I think in the first year, I don't know that anybody has any idea how the playoff committee is going to view their final criteria. Is it body of the season? Does when you lost matter? Who you lost to? Is it who you beat or who you lost to that's more important? Was it a home or an away game? Is margin of victory an important component? I don't know that anybody even knows that yet when the final polls come out to determine it. So I think we take the road, which is win all our games and give them a very easy decision.
Take it out of the ref's hands is the best advice always. Trinity High School, Manchester, New Hampshire. You're the quarterback. You win a state championship. 1988. Very lightly recruited coming out of high school. It didn't seem like the Dan Mullens of the world were beating down your door at the time. Were you disappointed, or did you have a realistic notion of how good you were not? No,
I was pretty slow as a quarterback, so I wasn't real dynamic with the ball in my hand, but I made up for that with a really weak arm. And New Hampshire football, you weren't really highly recruited. I'm a 6-foot, 185-pound quarterback running the straight T offense, and I could deception now. I could hand off and ball handle and fake you. You wouldn't know you wouldn't know where that ball was, and I could tell you what everybody on the field did, but I wasn't a high-profile recruit, and really only 2 schools. I think, I had the opportunity to go walk on at the University of New Hampshire, and then I kind of got recruited a little bit by Ithaca College and Ursinus College, and ended up going to Ursinus College, and couldn't be happier with my decision. I loved my time playing there and playing Division III football. The friendships you make, you're playing the love of the game that you play for. It's just so much fun. It's at a different level in a way than it is here. But I'm going to tell you what, Pete Gallagher, the head coach at Ursinus College right now, he's going to have the same butterflies. He's going through that same roller coaster I am on a Saturday. They're just not doing it in front of a national television audience.